Welcome back to the Girl Cave. Today I'm going to share my month in review layouts. I've created a page for every month of the year 2020, and I've already scrapped January and February, and then the rest of the months all I have to do is at the end of the month print out my pictures and put them on the layout, and it's done. I began with a cut apart sheet. It was a 12 by 12 sheet. I believe I got this one at Joann's, and this is all that I have left of it. Now these are easy tags that I could use, but these right here, they're more for like card making, and I know that I wouldn't use these, but I can definitely use the back side because it has that pretty pink background. I also had this paper kit, Farmhouse, and I purchased this at Hobby Lobby. It came with 10 sheets of paper. It came with this sticker sheet, which I didn't even touch. It came with this sticker sheet, which I'm going to say half of it is gone, maybe a little bit more than half of it. And they had 6 of these dimensional stickers. Now, I used 5.5 of them because this one was double layered, and I just used one of the layers. I took it apart because I didn't want that much of a dimension where I placed that sticker. So for the papers, I used 4 of those sheets, so I still have a lot. And Scylla from the Facebook group gifted me this 12 by 12 sticker sheet by Cartabella. It was Home Again, and this is all that I have left over. I used a lot. I mean, this is pretty much bashed, except for those little stickers. She also included some die cuts, and that is the only one that I have left. So thank you, Scylla. I made great use of this gift that you very generously gave me. Thank you very much. So here are my pages. This is January's layout, and you can see it's completed. I even have the journaling done. This was created using Janet Madison's from RTS. She had a month in review video, and she basically showed us, hey, take this layout and create 12 pages using the same layout. She pretty much used the same clusters and embellishments for each of the 12 layouts. I changed mine up a little bit because I did. But you'll see that some of them have those word stickers. She used some of them. But then for my other months that I have not put up the pictures yet, I don't have the word stickers because I want to wait, obviously, until I have the pictures so that I can pick a word that would actually go with that layout. So let's see, did I bash anything here? This was an old Project Life card, and I didn't like it. I wasn't in love with the colors anymore, so I just punched out the image, used that there, and I really love how this turned out. So that's January. For February, I actually used pretty much the same layout and the same areas for the clusters. This heart here, instead of using a doily, I cut out that heart with my Cricut. And then this little jelly jar was a sticker actually from the Dollar Tree. So then these, I have to go back with the adhesive and put those stickers down. That was an old sticker, and it was so tiny that you could barely see it, but I decided to use a few of them because those were in my bash kit. I still have a few of them, so I didn't completely bash them. But this sticker right here is completely bashed. That was in my bash kit, and that's all I had. I don't know why I was saving it, but it was so pretty. So I finally put it to good use, so I'm very happy. February, I included a meme about the coronavirus, and who knew that just a few weeks ago that we would think that it was funny enough to be sharing memes. I mean, we still share the memes because sometimes laughter is the best medicine, right? and you have to release stress somehow. So here is March, and again, the layout is completed. It's ready. All I have to do is at the end of the month, print out my pictures and place them down, and then maybe just add a few word stickers here and there, maybe some enamel dots, but I'm gonna wait and see till the end of the month and see if I really need them or if I really want them. This little sheet of paper was all I had left. I've been holding this paper on for maybe 10 years, so I finally bashed that as well. Very happy with the way this turned out. So that is March. For April, I bashed this right here. Was a border sticker that included those two, and it also had these little flowers right here, that little flower sticker, and it had two more of those little flowers, this one and that one. So I bashed that. This was that border strip that you cut off from a paper where it has the manufacturer information. The back side had that beautiful butterfly print, so I decided to use that as well. So I bashed something from my basket. So one less thing. This was another strip that I had in my basket, but I still have just a little bit left from that. Very, very little pieces left over. And I could probably use these to, you know, start a embellishment cluster. So I'm not going to get rid of this quite yet. It will remain in the basket. That was April. For May, I love this paper. And let's see, I used some old burlap. This little flower wreath I cut out with my Cricut. And then this tag, I wanted to use this, and it picked up on the wood grain. So this was very white, so I just used some chalk to give it that little vintage look. This sticker right here was super old, probably from 2006. And that was the last thing I had on that little sticker sheet. So I used that up. And then this little bird actually belongs to, oh, can you see it? It belongs to a border sticker from Creative Memories. For June, I had this border sticker on in my basket as well. And honestly, I'm not in love with it, but I used it. And then I had a few little flowers left over. So what I did was I fussy cut them and placed them around here on this cluster. And then here, that little rose and that. So it is bashed. I'm done with that. Done with it. And I love how that turned out. I love these two colors together. For July, I wanted my layout to have a patriotic theme. So I used this paper from the farmhouse paper pad from Hobby Lobby. And then some wood grain paper. I included some of my patriotic stickers. That sticker sheet I purchased at scrapbook.com, and it was Air Force theme because my youngest son is in the Air Force. So this right here, this was from Jelly Bean Soup. These two little tags, and I believe that sticker and this sticker. So those were all from Jelly Bean Soup. These were Creative Memory, very old stickers. So I bashed that. Me and my big idea. So notice that I've used a lot of manufacturers, a lot of collections, and a lot of decades. Because these stickers were super old. Super, super old. These two little ants were in my basket. That's all I had left of that sticker sheet. So I used it as well. And I'm just pleased with the way it turned out. Love, love, love it. That little wagon is also from Creative Memories. And again, some burlap that I had. For August, love this combination of paper. This is also a border strip that I had, very, very old, probably from early 2000s. That's gone as well. For September, this is from the sheet that Scylla gave me. That all of this except for the little ferns. This is from the sheet. That's from the farmhouse collection from Paper House. I mean the Paper Studio. And then this is from the Dollar Tree. The little butterflies are from the sheet that Scylla gave me, as well as this sticker. And then this was just a little embellishment that I had, little die cuts that I had in my... The only thing I don't like about this cluster is that you can barely see where it says September. So I just might go back with a gold pen and make it a little bit darker so that you can actually see it. That's the only thing that I'm not quite happy with. For October, obviously I had to go with a Halloween theme, and I did bash an old sticker sheet that had maybe 4 stickers left. So it had this one right there that said trick or treat. It had that little one that said boo. It had a sticker, this sticker right here that says black cat. And then this little tag that says boo to you. So I decided to use them up and get them out of my room. So I included some Halloween paper. This is actually 2 sides of the sheet. So this part right here is the right side of the sheet, and then this side was on the left side, and I just cut it out. I don't know if you can see the seam right there. I cut that out right there, and then I fussy cut this side, and I just layered it because I wanted the little haunted house. I thought it looked cute, so I wrote the month of October right there. This is from that farmhouse collection sticker sheet, and these were from a Halloween sticker book that I had purchased at Michael's, I think 2 years ago. So very cute. These were actually wooden die cut shapes from the Dollar Tree that I purchased last year or maybe 2 years ago as well. So very pleased with that. For November, in November I made a mistake. I was working on this cluster right here, and accidentally I placed it on this side of the paper, and when I moved it I realized what I had done. So if you look very closely, you can see right there I had to chalk it because when I took the stickers off, the paper came off. But I just used a little bit of chalk, and at the end when I place my pictures, you really won't be able to tell because this will be covered up with pictures. And that's a little sticker by Creative Memories as well. It was on one of their border stickers. And this right here is that dimensional sticker that I left the back side out. So I took it apart and I used just one of the layers rather than both. And I think it looks good enough like that. So old Creative Memory sticker, I placed it on pop-up dots to give it a little bit of dimension right there. So that is November. And then here's my December layout. So I used, let's see, that's 1 sheet of paper, 2 sheets of paper, 3 sheets of paper. This one was a solid dark blue on this side, and it just had a border. And I love the border, so I fussy cut around it. And I just gave it a little bit of dimension by pulling the paper and giving it, just making the edges a little bit rough, and I placed it like that. I decided to do my cluster, my main cluster up here because it had a little wording there that I didn't really like. Didn't like the way it looked, so I decided to move my cluster from here up to here, and that way I could see more of that little spray, which is what I really liked about this page. So let's see, did I bash anything here except for that brad? Nope. That bread was old, so I used that up. Oh, yes, I did. These 2 Christmas trees, those were Creative Memories as well. probably from the 2000s or maybe maybe 2003. So I use those up as well. And that's it. I have all of my pages ready to go. As soon as the month ends, all I have to do is send my pictures to have them printed, and then I just go to my album, put the pictures on the page, print out my journaling, and I will be caught up for the year 2020. Now, if I could only get caught up for all the years between 2003 till 2019, that would be lovely. But that might take a little bit more time. But with this process, I think it just makes it so much easier. And if you are interested in the whole month in review process, I encourage you to join Patreon's group for RTS. Janet Madison goes over the whole process. She explains it really, really well. She gives you the measurements. She gives you the layout. She shows you how she does the process, almost like in an assembly line type of process. So it makes it super, super quick. I personally did not use that process because I didn't want all my pages to be exactly the same. Like, she had the same embellishments on her clusters, so she just produced them, right? She had like the doilies, and she had a mason jar for each month. So she rubber stamped her 12 mason jars, and then she had a little spray right here, so she die cutted 12 of those. If she used a little circle wreath right here, she fussy cut 12 of those at one time, and then she just placed everything together. And it makes the process a lot faster, because basically you just work through one layout, you figure out where you want everything, and that will take you a little bit, but then once you have that design down, you just recreate it, and that's so much easier because the thought process is not there. It's already been made for you, so it just goes by a little faster. She also has the mats for her pictures already included. I chose not to do that because I don't know how many pictures I'm going to take each month, and I certainly don't know which orientation I'm going to take my pictures in, because I take some that are vertical, some that are horizontal, and some months I just do one, and some months I do both. So I didn't want to make that decision beforehand. So I'm going to wait until I have all of my pictures, and then I'll cut my mats and then figure out where I'm going to place them. So give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed my layouts, and if you have done month in review, are you following along? Please let me know below and tag me in your videos or tag me in your pictures so that I can see it. I love to see what other people create because, like I said, I still have to do 2018, 2017, 2016. Last year, what I did was something very similar to this, where I used journaling cards, and I did one journaling card per month. So I chose my favorite picture of every month last year, and I had a year in review layout, and I will post the link to that video down below so you can see how that turned out. I hope you're having a great week. I know that many of us are practicing self-isolation because of this virus. I hope that you are keeping your sense of humor and your wits, and come back next week right here at the Girl Cave. Bye.